defensively. And then, but that's what we do. We play hard defensively, and then we get our offense going. You know, our defense dictates, gets us moving, and then I thought first 8 minutes we were moving pretty good. After that, we, you know, shooting threes, we hit some threes today, and I thought Asia Bussey, we got her the ball a little bit more, even though they were sagging and not playing a couple people. I thought she moved well inside, and our girls looked for them, so that's a good sign there.
Going along there, I mean, this is not the first time that you've had a team do that. It's happened several times. You see your team progressing and getting a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit better at it. We worked on it, you know, we've been working on it in practice, and we're getting a little bit better on it. You know, we just sometimes, when they're sagging so bad, you know, especially like our point guards, Linda doesn't, you know, look to score much, but she still got to drive it and get in the paint. We still got to attack. So Brooke will look to score, but then, and then, you know, we got to get in a triple threat. We had a couple turnovers because they're sagging off the shooter, but we got to get in a triple threat and move their hands, get their hands down in that, and then we can feed the post a little bit better. But those are things we're working on.
With the game kind of in control like this, is this still a valuable tool for you to teach your team that they can't let up because future games, you know, teams are going to be able to rally?
And again, you know, we knew when their big girl wasn't going to play, and even if she did, they probably would have sagged and doubled and all that. But we knew they were going to do that a little bit more, and that was good for us because that's what we've been seeing a lot of. I don't think we'll see a lot of that going to Big 12 because, quite frankly, the Big 12 thinks they have as good as post as Asia Bussey, so they don't think they need to double and do all that stuff as much as some of these teams are doing.
Coach, how much easier does it make it for you as a coach teaching the defense when you're going to have 4 players, sometimes 5 out there on the floor who can just, you guys switch everything?
Yeah.
And I'm just, that probably makes it a little bit more easier to play, you know, tougher defense.
Yeah, I thought we took them out of a bunch of their sets and that. And then, you know, where they hurt us, we started relaxing. They started driving us, especially at the end of the first half. And then we were putting them at the foul line and that type of stuff. So, you know, we got to continue to play hard, continue to sit down and play. And then, you know, I thought the second half we come out a little slow, and that's why I took an early timeout to let them know nicely that we need to pick it up a little bit. But, you know, I thought overall the girls played hard. They played as a team, and it was good to get Bria Holmes back. Bria Holmes, you know, had a concussion, didn't play the last 2 games, this first game back. And really, quite frankly, this is really, she practiced yesterday, and I didn't know how much I was going to play her, but she looked pretty good for just coming back.
Do you think it's possible to do that 40 minutes? That kind of defensive pressure? I mean, is it?
Yeah, because we're pretty deep.
Right.
You know, we're 10 deep. You know, I have no problem playing 10 deep. And I thought Lene Montgomery come in and did some good things today, too, for a freshman. So, you know, we're pretty deep. We got people that can play different positions, and that's the key. If you get in foul trouble, you got people who can play different positions. And like you said, we're switching 1 through 4, so
right.
It doesn't really matter.
Have you seen your shooters relax a little bit more this year with Asia underneath to go after offensive rebounds?
Well, yeah, because they're, you know, not only go after offensive rebounds, I mean, they're always going to be open. And you got to find a fine line. I know you're open, but maybe there's a reason why you're open. You know what I mean? So, you know, if we're hitting them, keep shooting them. If we're not hitting them, we still got to work the ball, move the ball, get in the gaps, and that type of stuff. But Asia is the one that's clearing it up for them. I mean, that's why they're getting wide open shots, because of Asia Bussey. And, you know, my biggest thing is, okay, do you sacrifice Asia Bussey to get them wide open shots? Well, if they're hitting them, yeah, keep doing it. And then if they're not hitting them, no, we got to move the ball, reverse the ball, and get Asia some touches.
As a coach, you hit your first 3 shots, and I think all of them were from 17 feet or beyond. Does that make you nervous? Like, oh, they're going. Those first 3 go down, and then
not the people that hit them. Now there are some people you say, oh my God, if that goes in, it's going to be a long night, because they'll keep shooting them, because they'll come over and say, Coach, I'm open and I hit my first one. So you don't want to do that. But you know, the people that were taking them are our 3-point shooters. So you know, I don't have a problem. You know, I'm type, you know, you can go 0 for 8. I'm not going to say a word. If they're good shots. Now, you start forcing some shots, then I'm going to see you
A little more on Bria. How much has she really practiced? Was yesterday one of?
Yeah. There's a protocol, you know, once you have a concussion, so she's been going through that all week. And quite frankly, yesterday was when she could have contact, and then we come down here and we didn't, you know, we really didn't have contact because, you know, we were down here practicing. We only had an hour. So, you know, I told her, I said, I'm gonna put you in and see how you're doing. I kept asking her how you feeling, and, you know, conditioning wise as well as concussion wise, she was fine. She was fine. So, you know, it was funny, she was fine on the offensive end. On defensive end, things were bothering her a little bit. And that's amazing. But on the offensive end, she was fine.
From a program standpoint, is it better to have this game out of the way now before the league starts?
You know what? You know, I said this coming down here. You know, everybody says this is such a big rival. You know, I like the people. I like the coaches. I've always have. I mean, I don't have any problems or whatever. Our girls, we have no girls from the state of West Virginia on our team, so that when I explain it to them, they don't understand anyway. So, you know, to me, it was another game that we need to come out and win. I mean, to me, that's what it is. As we got a game on Wednesday and a game next Saturday, you know, those are non-conference games. You want to be set and good going into conference play. And right now, you know, even though we lost our first game of the season, I think we're sitting pretty well. But, you know, we got 2 more non-conference games. We need to take care of business there.
Coach Daniel said some of the technical issues before the game kind of threw them out of their routine. Did you guys have any of that on your end?
You know, I just go by the game thing. And to be honest with you, I come out there and we weren't allowed on the floor. So I don't know what the issue was or what the problem was. But, you know, we can only go what the game management said. I don't know. You know, heck, I mean, I throw them out of stuff all the time. No, I don't think it was such a big deal.
Coach Daniel also had some glowing remarks about your program, how far it's come from last year, and mentioning even this Sweet 16 caliber team and Big 12 championship caliber. It's stuff that you probably don't want to hear at this point, but is the team progressing as you would hope at this point?
You're right, I don't want to hear that. No, you know what? We're where we need to be right now. Now, do we have a long way to go? Absolutely. We have a long way to go. Long way to go. We're still not, you know, getting up the lanes all the time. We're still not boxing out all the time. Offensively, you know, there's nights we don't hit threes, and you know, we got to find other ways to score. So, you know, we got a long way to go. But I like the chemistry. I like the players. The players are great young ladies. They all get along well, and we're 10 deep. I mean, that's great to be 10 deep because, you know, people are, my assistant coach is saying they have 2 fouls. I said, I don't care. No, I don't really don't. I don't. I got other players I can put in. So, you know, my thing for them, motivation for them, quit fouling or somebody else will play your time. I mean, just move your feet and play. So, but it's nice to have it. I think we're deeper this year than we've ever been, and it's really nice to have Asia Bussey. It's really nice to have Asia. She's so unselfish in there. There was 2 or 3 times she had like a 5'8", 5'9" in there on her, you know, and nobody doubled her, and she kicked it out for a wide open 3. But, you know, I need her to be a little bit more selfish in the paint.